Okay. I'm just gonna set this up. We are going live. Cool. Awesome. Let's set us up for success. Let's see. We are going live. Okay. Great. All right. Just making sure I can see everything clearly and we can start. I'm a little bit late with setting up our budget. However, better late than never. It's June 3rd, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. And let me test this mic. All right, test. both gonna but I'm gonna talk enough for money. I believe too. So we don't actually have any crazy plans for this month. Like not planned. So this might fill up as we go. As of right now, um, really gonna try this and those things. Don't spend. I put a out. It was pretty skinny, but we were able to get that under have some why of a weekend vibe with our pets, birthday, get into those numbers, what we're looking like. So my numbers wrote out what I'm as well as it already did. So my here, so we just get colors, and I'm that's what we're working with. Our so then that will leave you. Yeah. So we are just going to copy our last categories. Oh, I have bad sound. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Jeff, thank you for letting me. Okay, I grabbed a different mic. Better, awesome. Okay, so attaching it to my shirt is not good. So let me try one more thing and then let me know if it sounds bad. And if it does, then I'm going to change it one more time. Can you hear me still? If this works, this is fantastic. But if not, then I'll change it again. Does that sound better to you? You are a real one for letting me know because I would not have known that. You are a real one, Jeff. Thank you. Okay. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. Lifesaver, you hero. Okay. Moving on. Great. Awesome. So the shirt does not work. Let's add some of these categories here. Thank you so much. It actually makes me so annoyed that I just went through all of that with that sound. So thank you. Self-care, miscellaneous. Let's see, what else do we have? This cabin trip. I'm going to add cabin trip again just because we are going in July. And we're going to have to pay. I don't know if I should add that yet or not. I think I'm going to add it because I have to pay them and I already have it put away. So then we have pets and we have entertainment. And I don't know about you guys, but I think it's kind of time for me to change up some things with my categories. Let's see. Just because I know if you guys have been watching my videos, you've seen that I've had some trouble with the miscellaneous one. So we got rent, Orca, grocery, and electric. Rent, Orca, grocery, and electric. And I'm going to budget $50 for electric, even though it was only $42, $250 for grocery, $20 for Orca, and $1,300 for rent, which I did already pay. And how much is that? It's the same as it always is, but I never remember. Plus 20 plus 250 plus 50, 1620. So those are my 1620. Those are my budgeted expenses. So now going to self-care. I don't give myself enough for self-care. Beauty, like blog shouldn't be here. I'm not gonna lie. $5. Beauty, I'm gonna give myself $50. Yeah. So this month it's gonna be $55 for self-care, for outward self-care, I guess. Cabin trip, we have a deposit due. And I'm gonna say that deposit is $2,500. That's how much I saved for it. I think it might be a little bit less, but that is what it costs. Well, not the deposit, the rest of the payment. Pets. I think I do need to get some medicine. I'm gonna budget $100 for it. because I think it's around 70-ish dollars, and we might go over that. We don't know. So there's that. Um, and then for entertainment, I have Netflix. I have a Netflix account where um, I pay for it, and I have some family members using it as well. So we pay for them to have password access, and I think I'm the only one that doesn't use Netflix, to be honest. YouTube Premium, I'll say Plus. I also have family members on that, but I use that. And then we have Apple Storage, budget $1. YouTube Premium, I think I budget 30 for that, and Netflix, I budget 30 as well. Yeah, I budget 30 for both. Netflix has been rising a lot. I don't know why. They've been raising their prices a lot, so that sucks. We'll see if they do that again this month. Eventually, I'm going to turn that off, though. It's looking like we need to do that. And then for miscellaneous spend, I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more just because, I don't know, because I want to. But let's see where we're at, though. So we have 1620 plus 55 plus 100, plus the 2500. You know, because of this, I should add this to my income because I already have it in there. Let me put cabin sinking fund, because that wouldn't add up if I'm making 5 grand and saving 25. That wouldn't add up. So this is 2500. Okay. So then instead of it being 5,100 and whatever, it's that plus 2,500. So I'm still saving 2,500, and then 2,500 plus this 2,500 payment, which means I have 5,000 to budget. Keeping in mind that I will be giving that money away pretty soon. I think tomorrow, just so that those numbers add up. Okay, so then 1175 plus 2,500. That's 4,275 out of 5,000. 4,275, 5,000 minus 5,000 minus 4,275. So $725 left after saving 25, paying 25, and then the 17 or so for bills. I almost feel like I should just spend the $700. Like, I want to live my life a little bit. I think I'm going to give myself $600. I'm going to say $600, which will give me 125 as a buffer, which is fine. And 600. Oh, that doesn't make sense. I'll just say fun money. I don't know why I put the value over there. I need more coffee. Okay. So that's where we are right now. So let's see. 725. Was it 4,275 plus 600? So 4,875 is how much I have budgeted. 4,875. And I think this is very doable. It's going to have to be, because I don't ever run out of money. So it's going to have to be doable here. And I have already spent some money. I spent $39.16 so far. That was June 1st. June 1, 2025. So let me move this. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. His toys are squeaking. So let me fix this. Okay. So on June 1st, I spent some money. And it was a mix. So it was $11 for something, and then that other amount was for like pizza or something. So I'm just going to say not category, I'm going to say fun spending. Category miscellaneous. Gosh, miscellaneous. And that was $39.16. Right, out of the 600 that I have allocated myself. And that's all the spending that I've done so far. We're only 3 days in, so nothing to be impressed or to write home about. But that is what our numbers are looking like so far. I'm going to try to be a little bit less strict because I am feeling miserable between always thinking about how much something costs and trying not to spend too much and not traveling. Like, I just need something because I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but just very burnt out. And there's always something going on in the news. It's just exhausting. So, are you setting aside money for retirement? Do you have a car maintenance category? That's a good question. So yes. So I use the term saving pretty lightly, and I do set aside money for retirement. In my 401k, $1,000 a month is already taken out automatically, but then post tax, I take around 1,500 from this 25, and I put it towards my individual retirement account because I've been phased out of the Roth IRA after getting married and our income went up. Um, that's a good question because I've actually been in a little bit of a rut when it comes to my retirement account, just because I've been putting money towards other things like going on these cabin trips and stuff like that. But I do put away for retirement. So I'm looking here. My investment goal for this year post tax was 12,000 just so that I could actually reach it. Um, but I think it's going to go higher. So I did the math actually the other day and I have it here. So I was doing this math just the other day of how I'm going to split up my investments versus just my high yield savings account because I found that I am sort of finding myself in this bad pattern of squirreling away money in my high yield savings account when I should be investing now that I have reached the 30,000. And so I'm trying to, to not obsess over just making my bank account as big as possible. So I'm going to put, it says 1,000 in June, but I think I'm going to do 1,500 because I need to. And then, yeah, so these numbers are pretty stable. Yes, right. So you agree that I should put more. Yeah, I'm really battling myself internally with investing because 12,000 in a year for how much I can save is not, honestly, it's not good enough for me. Um, so I need to, maybe I shouldn't even put anything in savings and just invest. I don't know why, but that idea makes me uncomfortable. But yes, I do put away for retirement. Um, but I need to do more. So thank you for that. Yes. And my retirement is pretty good. I don't know if you've seen my latest video. Actually, it was just posted on Sunday. No, it was just posted this morning. It was just posted this morning, and it's just going over all of my accounts and what I have so far. Um, and invested, I am sitting at around 100 and I think 38,000. But for someone who's 32, I don't know if that's enough or not, right? So it's enough for me to be coast fire, right? But I'd rather be fat fire. So I do need to pick that up. Unfortunately, it's been kind of falling to the wayside a little bit. So we say high yield savings account and we say investments. Okay, I'll watch it later. Yeah, no pressure. Whenever you have time. But it's funny that you said that because I have been slacking in that category and kind of avoiding it a little bit. But now that you've brought it up, I'm trying to decide if I should even save anything to my high yield savings account. Maybe I'll surprise myself and not. We'll see. Maybe I can invest 2,000 and save 5, who knows. But yeah, that's where we are with our numbers. And then I don't think I showed you guys in the last budget video just the yearly recap here. Let me see. I did fill it out, but I do like to. So I do this now monthly instead of waiting until the end of the year. And I believe in my last video, it came up that I had only saved $15,000 the whole year, which also includes my investments. So, like I said, I use saving pretty loosely. It just means that it's given back to me. I keep the money. But of this, so this is 7,500. Let me just use my calculator as if I could do that math. 10,666.66 plus 1,000, 2,500 plus 5,000. $19,166. So that's how much I've saved so far this year. But I think 13,000 of that went to my high yield savings account because I wanted to get to 30. So we do minus 13,000. So only 6,000 of that went towards investing, and that's just, I mean, that's $1,000 a month. Not the worst, but I could do better. And it's halfway through the year, so I would reach my goal of investing 12,000 in the year pretty quickly. But I just know I can do more than this. So I'm just feeling pretty conflicted because I can do better than that. I can do better. I mean, I don't include my 401k. So that's been another 6 grand. I don't include that though. But I could be putting my money to work more. And I don't know why. Like, my goal for my savings account is to get to 50K, like, period. And then never like don't save anymore. Just that's what's in my savings account. But maybe I'm rushing to get there. I don't know. I really don't. Because let me see something. Let's do a thought exercise. So from June to December, that would be June to December. If I were to do 1,000 a month, that would be another 6K. Which would bring me to the 12K invested. But if I were to put all of it, so I do plan on traveling again, but I kind of want to maximize this. So sinking fund, 1,000, 1,025. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll work on this off camera so you guys don't see me internally struggling. But I want to maximize that because 2,500 times 6, that would be another 15 grand invested plus the 12 that I already have. That'd be 27. That's not bad. I have a lot of thinking to do. It's a very much first world problem. That's where we, sorry about that. That's where we are with our budget for June. I know I probably still sound a little bit run down. I don't know. I'm really feeling burnt out just in life when it comes to work, saving, all of that. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we are in June. I am going to leave you guys with this. This is what we're working with. You'll see a new budgeting video from me on Sunday because I do get paid this Thursday. So you'll see this put to action by then. And hopefully I sound more energetic on Sunday's video because maybe it's because it's during the workday right now. I'm just not feeling it. So I apologize if it did seem low energy or anything like that, but I do appreciate you guys being here. Jeff, thank you again for being a sound hero. I am going to let you guys go. I have a meeting to catch, but thank you for being here. And if you have any comments later on that you maybe didn't think of during the video, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will see you guys later.